Shalom, family. Good to see you all. Hope you're doing well. Boy, we have a lot to cover this morning, and I know that it's going to clear up a lot of things also. And I first want to do a reminder today and tomorrow are going to be the last 2 days for the discount for the Botana oil, 30% off. You can get it on Etsy, Shopify, and also TikTok Shop for 30% off. Make sure if you're using Shopify or Etsy, you use promo code Everything Botana 30 to get that discount. So, also, I have a new product announcement. Okay, now this one I have been working on for a long time. This is the Creamy Emu Oil Pomade. And it is something that I've been working on probably for several months to perfect it. And man, wait until you smell it. It smells so good. So it has the big ingredient in it is the emu oil, the creamy emu oil. It has vanilla essence, peppermint oil, lemongrass oil, rosemary oil, menthol crystals, black castor oil, paraffin wax, and beeswax. And y'all, the fragrance is so nice. So nice. And emu oil is a big hair growth promoter. So you should get a lot of great growth out of this. The emu oil alone should give you some good inches. So that is posted out there. Right now I have 20. I am working on more batches, especially today and tomorrow after Sabbath. I'll be working on more batches, so that number will increase. I love emu oil too. Emu oil is so good for the skin. It's good for the hair. It is even good as a supplement. It does so many great things. It's one of those heart healthy supplements, and it does so much for the body. It all kinds of great things. Even taking the supplements will improve your skin. It will also provide the nutrients to keep your heart healthy. And that was one of the big reasons why I started taking the supplements is, in my family, unfortunately, there is heart disease. And so, over the years, I just decided to use emu oil. And y'all, so far, all praises to the Most High, I do not have heart problems. But I started taking the emu supplements like 10 years ago. And, maybe I'll do a live and I'll really get into all of that and all the great things about emu oil. All right. So I just wanted to give you that alert that there is a new product out there. And right now it's only on Etsy, but I will get it listed also on Shopify and TikTok Shop. And I know people have their preference. Some people just love TikTok Shop. So I get orders out there and, I get orders from all three shops. Everybody got a preference. So whatever you prefer, it will be there. I just got to get it listed over on those other two shops. So, y'all, when you think people don't know who we are, they then show us they really do. And when you see this Lego video that Iran put together, and this was actually for us, it was aimed towards us. It was not aimed towards white people or any other group up in here. And I want y'all to pay very close attention to the things they have in this video. And it's pretty much saying, y'all were here before Columbus. It shows the Olmec heads as being our forefathers, which we always knew they were. We always knew those Olmec heads were related to us. It's white people that try to mislead us. Oh, those are aliens. Oh, those are baby heads and all this nonsense they done came up with. No, those Olmecs, the Olmecs are our forefathers, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they are. They're not no African and all this other stuff because white people don't want us to find out who we are. They don't want us to know. That's why over the years, oh, we don't know who they are. They're baby heads, or they'll put some person from Mexico next to the head saying they're these Mexicans. No, they're not. No, they're not. They would have never looked like the Mexicans that you see today. All right. Again, always trying to mislead us. You're also going to see the South American pyramids in here, letting us know those are also our forefathers and foremothers that lived once around those pyramids. You're going to see that in there. So they're telling us, but you know what this proves, y'all? The world has studied us. They have studied us. They know who we are. They know what we are related to. They know we're tied to this land. They know everything about us. Everything about us. All right. And they're revealing it in this Lego video. So I want y'all to pay attention to all the stuff that's in here. The background, the pyramids, the Olmec heads, and everything they're showing us, proving that we were already in this land, which we knew. We knew, but this just goes to show you other people on this earth know we were the ones in this land prior to Columbus. So it's not just the Iranians that know this, they all know it. They all know it. I thank them, but in the same token, would they have ever said something to us if the war did not break out? See, right now, they got a problem with these white folks. That's what the Iranians got a problem with. They got a problem with them. So, would you have revealed all of this to us if this war did not break out? And I'm not only just saying this to Iran, I'm saying this to everybody on this earth because y'all have studied us worldwide. Now, here in this country, they teach you a fraudulent version of American history. Everything they teach you about history in this country is very fraudulent. And the things that are real, like the slavery that took place in the land, they try to eliminate. See, that's why Donald Trump can sit around talking about why can't we have a patriotic history? In other words, a fake history, propping up the white man. That's what they want us to have in this country. Some old fake shit. Okay, whenever you hear, oh, why can't patriot, just some phony shit that they want us to learn. You know, when I started realizing a lot of things about our people in this land, that was when I had to come to terms with the fact that for 12 years, really 13 if you count kindergarten, of my life in this school system, they taught me absolutely nothing significant when it came down to his. All they want you to do is feel like you were nothing but dragging around as a slave. It is a damn lie. That is how they have kept themselves This is how they were able to rise up above us and stay above us. Oh, the only thing y'all did was a slave. Get your ass out of here. If we were the first people in the world on the land, then we would have the richest history out of every group. That's why y'all have gotten rid of our history. And now Donald Trump wants to get rid of the slavery part too. Donald Trump is demonstrating how they have ditched our history for the last 400 years, y'all. He's just showing you in real time now. That's what he's doing. He's showing you how they did it in real time. Don't you ever let these people look you in the face and tell you you don't have a history. They don't have one. They're the last ones to show up on earth. The last people to show up don't have a damn history. You know why? Because everything done happened before you got here. Everything already happened before your ass got here. You're the one that don't have the history. That's why you got to spend your whole lifetime ripping off what everybody do around you. You got to steal everybody's history, everybody's legacy. Tag yourself with things that you're not. The last people that showed up on the earth don't have a history, y'all. Where would their history come from? It comes from other people, other groups. That's why they sat around and stole all of our inventions and threw their names on it because they had no history. See, they had to do stuff like that. They had no history. They had no legacy. That's why all of our inventions were stolen. And they know it. They had nothing to their name over there in Europe. What were all of their inventions in Europe? Nothing. Nothing. That's why when they got over on this soil, they started stealing all of our stuff. What great invention did they have over in Europe that the whole world is using now? Nothing. That's why they only want to teach you American history. They don't want to teach you world history because you would realize over in Europe, they enslaved each other. When chattel slavery was going on, white people were still selling other white people over in Europe during that same time period. The Vikings were known for enslaving. So whenever they would conquer a place over in Europe, they would grab all them people and sell them. That's what they would do. You notice how they always try to put their stuff on us. Black people sold other black people into slavery. Well, white people sold other white people into slavery. What, you think we don't know? And all of those pictures, y'all, when they show you the pictures and they're talking about the Renaissance, and you see all those pictures over there of white people nude in the picture. You know why their asses were nude in the picture? It was no Renaissance. Those were slaves. Some of them walked around nude because they couldn't afford clothing, y'all. Those were not no Renaissance and some rebirth period. Those were slaves in those pictures. If you see them nude in the picture, they were slaves. They were so poor. They walked around with no clothes on. They couldn't even buy clothes. That's how poor they were. And there are pictures of when the Arabs also enslaved them. And you'll see pictures of the Arabs fully clothed, and you'll see them standing there with some naked white woman or some naked children. That's because those were the slaves, y'all. Those were the slaves. Everybody did not have clothes because that's how poor they were. And people don't realize, yes, they walked around nude out in public, just walked everywhere nude because they didn't have nothing. So What great inventions came out of people walking around like that? Okay, so don't let them fool you with all these oh this one kings and queens. Do you know, damn, you can tell the Most High was not with their kings and queens over there. When you get a chance, look at how every single one of them died. They died from parasites eating up their bodies inside out. Some of them would get so blown up because they would have all kinds of tumors in their bodies. When I say those kings and queens died tragic deaths, they did. And that right there just proves the Most High was not with none of their kings and queens like he was with a King David, a King Solomon. You know what I mean? He was with them, but he wasn't with none of these European kings and queens. Go look at how tragic, I mean, when I say tragic, I mean tragic deaths. Tragic. And I think they said King Henry VIII, his darn body exploded in the coffin. It got all pus filled and everything, and the damn thing exploded inside of the damn coffin. That's why I'm saying, nah, see, you know when the Most High is with a king and when they're not. He wasn't with any of their kings and queens over there. And when I say none, I mean just that. None. None of them. Every last one of them died young. Every one of them died tragic. And they lived tragic lives too. Go look at the way they were living. These people didn't even, they had a big old castle with no indoor plumbing. And many of them did just what you see the Africans doing. They just went to the bathroom where they were. That's what they did. And those castles were disgusting when you read about them. It had excrement, animals running in and out of the castles. The people didn't even clean up after they went to the bathroom. I mean, those castles were nasty. Nasty. So, no, that right there tells you the Most High was not with those kings and queens at all. He didn't care what happened to them, and everything did happen to him. So, let's get into it. And if I have to play it a second time, I will play it a second time so that you can get a good glimpse and and notice you're going to see a melanated man with a crown on their head. See, they know we're Judah. They know. All right, let me see, get to the, here we go. Now they name this one New Babylon. And I want y'all to notice that, but they said this video they made just for Black Americans. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Please give me a one if you can see my screen. And Quantum Solace, thank you so much for the super chat. Everything about these people is a projection, everything. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Cyberdyne 100, thank you so much for the super chat. Good morning, Lisa Cabrera and chat. Shalom. Thank you so much. And shalom to you too. Thank you for your support for my channel. Thank you, everybody, for the ones.
I think system, words not changed. Nimrod built towers, lost his name. Babylon, angels, bricks and flames. Any system selling power.
Assalamu alaikum, peace. I'm from Iran, and we are here to show you the solidarity and the connection that the US imperialism made us to have through one God, one blood, and one common enemy. All these people, martyrs that you had faced and have experienced, have the same experience as us. They fought against the imperialism, try to build their own foundation, try to build their own society independently, and got killed. None of these guys are unfamiliar with all these titles like gangsters, radicals, just like we are facing right now in the history in the Middle East. They're calling us terrorists, extremists, radicals. From Martin Luther King, Malcolm X to Nipsey Hussle, we are all sharing the same goal, having an independent and free society. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Hold up. I watched this video the other day and I thought one of us made it, but apparently it came from Iran. It's another Lego video, and this is for us, my indigenous people.
Did y'all just see Iran's new video? Lego movie on America and the copper color people, and this is Babylon. And just watch this.
He's buried under you.
All right, y'all. Now, when you saw that first video, you saw, like I said, the Olmec heads. They showed the Grand Canyon. You know why? Because a lot of our history is in the Grand Canyon. That's why they won't let you go to all parts of it. There's many murals there with melanated people. They don't want it seen. Every now and then somebody will sneak in there and get pictures, and you can clearly see they are dark people. All right. And they showed the pyramids in South America. So it goes to show you they know about us. They know about our legacy. They know we were already in the land. And so I guess this is them attempting to reveal what they know to us. Because, and I'm glad they just addressed us because we know what them folks would do. They'd be all over it's a lie, it's not true. We already know what they're gonna do. We already know what they're gonna do before they get their mouth open. So, Iran, if you really want to do something significant for us, you know that 10 list of things you want from America, add on their reparations for us. Add on their reparations for us. You will end the war when they give us reparations. I'm serious. You may not think I'm serious. I am dead serious because they said they're watching our videos. They're watching our videos, y'all. So I'm asking you to add on their reparations for us. If you can get that on the list, and hold firm and not end the war until they meet that demand, that's what I request that you do, Iran, because we have tried everything and these people are determined not to give us reparations. So add reparations for us on that list. If you do that and not end the war until they make good on it, that is a significant move. So anyway, Quantum Solace, thank you so much again for a super chat. Not to flex, although I graduated with honors in their debased educational system, I have learned nothing. I had to retain and self-teach myself of the curriculum through the lenses of our own ancestral lineage. The best thing I have ever done. Absolutely. Same here. It's almost like I had to take myself back to school, but learn everything the right way. You got to understand these people have been able to stay in power by keeping us at the very bottom. That's how they've done it. Why do you think the Most High said when the switch happens, it will be immediate, which makes sense because they won't be able to do anything about it. See, if he switch us and they get like another 3-4 years, then they can go right back to manipulating things and sabotaging things. The switch is immediate because it blocks them from doing anything about it. That's why it must be done that way. So when the switch happens, y'all, it is going to happen in a blink. And you will know we are back on top because your spirit will feel it. And their spirit is going to feel that they're down at the bottom. They're going to feel it. And it's not going to be anything they can do about it. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Thank you for the super chats. I see a few more came in. Quantum Solace, thank you again for the super chat. They all know about our history and heritage, yet they never said anything about it for all these centuries. We all know the reasoning as to why they are no different than Esau because they all are AD3. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes. I believe the majority of the world know. And I believe they have learned about us. And when I say that, I mean in their schools around the world when they learn about America, they learn about us and who we are. Absolutely. JWMS, thank you for the super sticker and your support for my channel. Also, you too, Quantum Solace, thank you for the multiple super chats and your strong support for my channel. And Cyberdyne, thank you for your support for my channel as well. I deeply appreciate it. Elton 8319, thank you for the super sticker and support for my channel. So y'all, I'm going to cut out of here because I got to get your orders out. I got to get these orders out and make sure UPS gets them. So I'm going to cut out and I will be back a little later, and I will also post the upcoming live streams. Elton 8319, thank you again for the super sticker and support for my channel. Shalom, family.